Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk Krypton episode Civil War. So guys, Krypton is starting to really become a show that I like. I do tune in every week, and that's always a good sign that it's a television show that meets a certain expectation with me. I know not all agree. Some have expected a lot more from this TV show, but week after week, it does get better. So basically, we were left with what was going on with this coup attempt from both, or rather, the houses of Zod, and now it seems M. If I'm saying the name of his house correct, and that is the member of the military guild who has a relationship with Lyta. So he's brought into the fold now, and he's very loyal to the House of Zod, to eponymous Zod, and has agreed to take part in their coup. So what else was very interesting about this episode is the relationship that's further developing with General Zod as Adam Strange exposes who he is. He's Superman's greatest enemy. But then it backfires in that the very pertinent information that Adam Strange leaves out about the fate of Krypton. That it will be destroyed. Of course, this creates a great deal of distrust between Seg-El and Adam Strange, and as well Lyta. And it seems at the very least, General Zod has told the truth. And Adam Strange is now in a situation where he can't be trusted. We also get the reveal that it is Doomsday behind the door. Really much like that. I very much like that. It all makes sense now why I believe their name are the Cytonians or the Kryptonians, the religious zealots that worship the ice goddess. That why they are blaming the elves and the Zods for creating such a devastating weapon as Doomsday. That Doomsday will be unstoppable. Of course, many of us who are familiar with the comic books, Death of Superman, various things like that. So they're dealing with a serious element if they release Doomsday on Brainiac. They get there in time to stop Zod and Seg-El and Lyta from releasing Doomsday. Now, the officer here from the House of M, again, is kind of plagued with this moral decision he has to face, whereas innocent people are going to be destroyed in an assassination attempt on Brainiac. Brainiac at the last minute, of course, as we got to see, change plans. There are innocent people who are going to be in danger. There's also an officer, as we got to see, who got dealt with by Jaina, who was actually killed by Jaina. This is like crossing the Rubicon, is what we got with Caesar, or that phrase where Caesar crosses the Rubicon into Italy, leading his legions back in. That is the point of no return. That's where we get with eponymous Zod as she kills this young soldier who is wanting to do his duty well, and finding all these abnormalities and how they're dealing with Black Zero terrorists, making the voice of Ra in a great deal of danger. But of course, this is what they want to happen. And so, they have to end up killing this soldier. So at this point, they've crossed the Rubicon. Now, the officer of the House of M here, he's faced to make this decision where he has to save these people. But we get to see he kind of turns it around at the end. And, as they're going to assassinate the voice of Ra, they get to find out that it's not the voice of Ra, but Brainiac, and that he's going to be very difficult to deal with in the least. So, really like this episode, guys. Going into spoiler territory a little bit, we did get to see the promo for the following week. If you don't want to know what's coming up on the next episode, maybe you can turn off the video at this point. As I'll get, or at least for about 20 seconds, as I skip ahead about 20, 30 seconds as I give my closing thoughts on what's going on next. But in the promo, we do get to see that not only Brainiac prevails, but he's the actor who played Count Riario from the Da Vinci Demons, the television show done by the same writer, David S. Goyer. Show I liked very much. I like the actor who played Count Riario. And so he's more this kind of cross between the human who was the voice of Ral and now a mixture of an infected Brainiac. And he seems very much in control. And Daryl of the House is trying to now try to switch sides, and get on Brainiac's side. But of course, Brainiac has conquered so many worlds, been so many places. At this point, he's smart enough not to trust the traitor. So he's making basically Daryl offer up his daughter Nisa to prove his loyalty as a member of the traitors who are to be executed. So that's going to all be very interesting to watch. I like the way the show's going, guys. I'm definitely like this turnaround in the end. Took a little bit to get it moving. I do still like the focus on other actors and other characters more than Seg-El. Seg-El again, it's something with that role I want to see done different with that. But everybody else roles, and it's just interesting to see these other elements and these other interpretations of characters and introduction of characters into the Krypton, universe, and going a little bit in depth with creating these characters that we haven't seen before. But I really like what I'm seeing, guys. I'm looking forward to the following episode. It's only 8 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, and we are on episode 6 now, so it's only 2 remaining. So it looks like it's going to be a fast season. Did pick up towards the end. Don't know if Doomsday is going to be released, but everything is looking great so far. Give me your input, guys. Tell me if you're really starting to like the Krypton television show. Zod's developing this. It's going to be, I could see a possible rift between Lyta and Seg-El. I think as they find out more details about General Zod, what's going to happen in the future. And I think this is going to create a schism or a great split between Seg-El and Lyta. As we know, along the historical guidelines, they don't end up together. So they do seem concerned about that, even as they touch down on here. But as the writers and producers said about this show, this can't possibly just be a whole different story to the Superman mythos, meaning the way that the timeline's going, how we understand the future of what happens with Superman can be totally different how this story plays out. And the timeline could be totally changed. We do not know that at this point, but we will see. So guys, again, give me your thoughts, comments. If you like where Krypton is going, if it's getting to be one of your main TV shows you watch like mine, I tune in every week. So that's a good sign that it's on my must-see TV list now. Guys, if you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.